They shouted at you. They said things that stayed in your head long after the argument ended. They made you feel small, confused, drained, and then somehow, by the end of it, they were the one crying. They were the one hurt. They were the one telling everyone that you were the problem, and you just sat there thinking, how did that even happen? If you've ever experienced this, you're not overthinking it, and you're definitely not crazy. What you're seeing is one of the most confusing psychological patterns in relationships, where the person causing the pain ends up becoming the victim, and the hardest part, most of the time, they actually believe it. This doesn't always come from manipulation. Sometimes it comes from conditioning, because for a lot of people, this pattern didn't start in adulthood, it started early. They learned something very specific growing up, that attention came when they were hurt, that love showed up when they were struggling, that safety came when they were the one in pain, so their mind adapted. It built a pattern where being the victim meant being seen, meant being cared for, meant being safe, and that pattern didn't disappear. It just followed them into every relationship they had. But there's something even deeper happening underneath. It's not just about attention, it's about shame. For some people, being wrong doesn't feel like making a mistake, it feels like being the mistake. So when conflict happens and responsibility gets close, their mind reacts instantly, not logically, but emotionally, and it flips everything. What actually happened gets replaced by what feels safer to believe, and suddenly, you're not the one who got hurt. They are. Psychologists call this DARVO, deny, attack, reverse victim and offender. First, they deny what they did. Then they attack your reaction. And finally, they become the victim, and you become the one explaining yourself for something you didn't even do. That's why it feels so disorienting, because the conversation you started is not the conversation you end up having. You walk in trying to solve a problem and somehow leave feeling like you caused one. And here's the truth, most people don't want to accept. You cannot fix this with logic, because this isn't about logic, it's about identity. When someone is deeply attached to being the victim, they don't just protect their actions, they protect the version of themselves that feels safe in that role. That's why every argument feels the same. Every conflict ends the same. Every situation somehow turns into your fault. And this is where you need to be careful, because understanding this can make you more empathetic, but it can also trap you. You start excusing behavior that keeps hurting you. You start explaining things that don't need explaining. You start carrying responsibility that was never yours. And slowly, you lose yourself in someone else's story. So let's make something clear. Understanding someone's psychology does not mean accepting their behavior. You can understand them and still walk away. You can see the pattern and still refuse to be part of it, because some people will spend their entire lives being the victim of a story they are constantly rewriting, and you don't have to be a character in it. So if this felt personal, if you've ever been made to feel like the villain when you were just trying to protect yourself, comment, "I've seen this," and if this video gave you clarity, share it with someone who needs it, because sometimes understanding the pattern is the first step to breaking it.